let Rose go first.
Yeah,
Well,
go on, Rose.
I was just thinking about, thinking a few things, going back to sort of like the wheel, and you talked about agriculture, and you talked about all the changes that they've made that have been able to produce more and more food, and you think that without the wheel, they couldn't do that. Okay, they got your cars running around. Without the wheel, they wouldn't be there. So many other things, and then you've got electricity. And if you look at electricity and the way that's, we just take it for granted, you flick a switch and on come your lights. I must be interested in castles, but I went into a castle not so long ago, and they had their first electricity there was these batteries. And the batteries, I kid you not, they were about, probably about 4 foot high by about 2 foot by 2 foot. These batteries, and they had maybe about 10 of them in this place, and each of those batteries was only something like 1.5 volts. And that was like, look at what you've got in your hand these days. You just think about that and think about how far we've come. And the other thing is printing. Without printing and the ability to print, you wouldn't have the books, you wouldn't have the ability to communicate with people, education, learn. And back in the day when I was a typist, I did this specialised course. I was in the Air Force. I did this specialised course called Varied Typing, and it was this big monster of a machine. And honestly, you had to type, say the line, and then you had to press a button, and it calculated and proportionally spaced it. So everything was typed twice, so that you get when you get a magazine and it's all even, or a newspaper and it's all evenly columned, and that took me. I had to put certain discs in. I had to put certain settings. To type it once, press the button, try and work it out, tap it, do it again on the other side, and then once you'd done all that, you could press the button and it would type it. But you didn't have screens like you had now, and it took literally hours to do something that was going to go into a magazine. It was a real skill. And now, what do? You press a button on your computer, and it just does it all for you. There's no skill involved at all. You don't need, like as a typist, you put the paper in the machine, and if you wanted to do something that was tabulated, I would have to find the center of the paper, the center down and the center across, and start from there. And then I would have to turn the page back for every line that was on the page that I was going to type. So it would be a half. So then it spaced evenly. And then I would have to backspace for every line and space in that line that I was going to type. Space, so I'd have to go say JLPRT da space da and then when I got to the end, then that would be right, and then I could type that. It was incredible. That was a highly skilled job, and now they don't exist because you can just you can speak into your computer and it works it all out. So technology is another huge, massive feat, isn't it? And the people who invented that, and there'll be lots of them, but I suppose it goes back to who invented the computer and the word processor and so on. And how did they get that idea that there's a better way of doing it? That there's a better way of doing it, because I thought I was really special with this big machine typing away. Can you come and do this? And I would be like, I would do. I was qualified, and now, even you did telexes. You did a telex message, and it went onto a tape, and it punched holes in a tape, and you looked at that tape and you couldn't read it because it was just full of holes. So then you thread the tape through a machine, and it typed out in Hong Kong or Germany or wherever. I don't know whether you remember when you used to see the football results coming in on the television show, and they used to be coming in via telex. They'd be coming in, and it would tell you somebody was typing them, and it would come up on the television screens. That would be back in the 1960s or something like that. Something like that. Yeah, and incredible. Wow. Yes, I think there's so much.
I think, absolutely right, Rose. And I think today, and it's inevitable, I guess every generation is the same, that they don't really appreciate what life was like in the generation, and what's a generation, 25 years, I suppose, in the generation before. If we go back to 2000, then computers were not really the norm in people's homes. They just weren't. But if you go back a bit further, 10 years, 15 years, all the time, it was a period of incredible change because of, as you say, the betterment of technology, the way it's so improved so quickly as well. And, culminating in some ways, not just with the computer, but with the incredible device we call the mobile phone.
Yeah.
The fact that we can call people across the other side of the world, bouncing off presumably a satellite in the process, is mind-blowing. And we all know nowadays probably nothing has changed a culture in societies around the world more than the mobile phone. Everywhere you go, whether you're in a restaurant, whether you're in a pub or whatever else, people are looking at their phones. If they're on a train, they're looking at their phone. And actually, it's not always a bad thing, is it? Because it gives people a bit of a focus when they might not want to read a newspaper or whatever else. So, and the information you can get from a phone, you can type in anything to Google and you'll get the answer. Now, that information was never available to people really before 25 years ago. It just wasn't there. You had to go to an encyclopedia or go to a library or something like that. So huge improvements because of, as we say, because of human ingenuity. It's remarkable. And just go on.
Sorry,
go on.
I remember seeing an advert, a television program, and someone discussing how mobile phones were going to evolve, and that it wouldn't be too long before the phone held virtually your life, and I was saying, absolute rubbish. That's never going to happen. That's never going to happen, because in those days, we just had the mobile phone, and we'd gone from bricks, a great big brick that was to these little flip over ones, and they were quite small, and you could put them in your pocket, and we thought, that's great, we've got these mobile phones. And all we thought at the time that his phone was to be able to make a phone call. We didn't think of it as being anything else. And this guy, I can't remember who it was and what program it was, but he was talking about how they were going to evolve and the things that were going to happen with the mobile phone. And he was absolutely right. And I couldn't live without mine. Could you live without yours?
No. I don't think anybody could. And of course, an early attachment to it was the camera. They tended to be very early on a phone and a camera, didn't it? We thought that was good because suddenly you didn't so much need your camera, although the early cameras on the phones were not particularly great, were they? They were a bit grainy, but of course they quickly enhanced the screens and the process so that they became brilliant cameras as well.
Well, almost, you don't need a camera these days.
No,
you don't need.
No, you don't really. No.
And all the videos that I've made and that are on my YouTube channel, I've made them all with either my iPad or my iPhone. That's it. Nothing, no special equipment, and they're great. Don't mind saying so myself.
No, it's true.
Yeah.
What about you, Kaz? Do you value your mobile phone?
I do. Absolutely. I absolutely love my mobile phone. Does everything for me. It even thinks for me.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good.
Helps me think. Yeah. I was just thinking, we've got 3 minutes. Just two things. Number one, what happened to the R in your name, bro? It says Trevor. I thought.
Does it?
Yeah, it does.
It does. I can see that now. Yeah, I don't know. Has it always been like that? Have you seen that before?
No, just today.
So that's going to be my new stage name when I'm up there performing. Trevo. Either
Trevo.
that or Duke Kincaid or Quentin de Buttocks. Nearly said the wrong thing there. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to get my people to investigate that. I'll get my people to talk to your people, okay, cuz?
Production team.
Come up with some ingenious reason why.
And the other thing is, your new album.
I have.
I quite like one of the songs. I think it was "Hole in My Heart" or "Hole in My Head," but it's great. It's a great song. I love it.
I think that was a typo somewhere. It's not "Hole in My Head." It's "Hole in My Heart," which kind of.
No, that's it. Yeah. No, I'm probably the one pronouncing it wrong. I thought. I listened to it and I thought this is
hole in the head. I feel like I've got a hole in my head sometimes. A hole in my heart, thanks, cuz.
It is hole in my heart. Yeah, I think I'm probably the one pronouncing it wrong. But yeah, it's a great album. Yeah, it's a great album. I can't remember the name of all the other songs now, but "Hole in My Head" got my attention. Yeah, I love it. Not in my head, heart. Why do I keep saying that?
I'll have to write one now called "Hole in My Head." Anyway, thank you for your comments. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. You'll have to send some of yours, Rose. So because I know you're still actively producing music. You'll have to send some. Yeah, send some of yours as well. I mean, I do catch someone on TikTok sometimes, and I think, oh, she's got it, she still got it. Well done, both of you.
I'm busy in May at the moment. I'm doing I'm playing Clary in Steel Magnolias, and so that's the 3rd of September. So I'm busy in rehearsals for that at the moment, which is why I had my hair cut into a Clary hairstyle.
It's nice. It's really nice.
Good. Looks good.
Yeah. It's really nice. Yeah. You'll be fighting off the boys now.
Oh.
Anyway, this is all we've got time for. Thanks for joining us, Rose. We've been listening and watching the Alien Spaceship with myself, Emmy Hikins, and he calls me Cos. He does call me Cos. Yeah.
And me, Trevor Gear, and he calls me Bruv. And it's been great to see Rose with us today. You must join us again when you can, Rose.
I will.
You must. We had great fun today. It's good. Sorry about the toilet talk. It's a goodbye from all of us.
Goodbye from us. Goodbye.
Oh, dear me.